Ha! Morning, good morning, good morning. Still feel like I'm forgetting something, but I know I said I wanted to aim for 8, and it's 8:08, so, one day I will have everything together and be on time. I used to be a very on-time person, actually. I used to be, like, really, really, really anxious about being on time all the time. Like, I wanted to be 15 minutes early everywhere I went. Funny how people change. I was also a very anxious and angry person. I'd be mad at anybody who's making me late. All right, so we're going to do a cards and coffee. We're going to do a collective. Let some people realize that I'm even on, because those who know me know that I might not have even come on this morning. So it just is as it is. For those who want the scoop from Facebook, my damn dogs are home. The ones that were missing the other day, both of them are home. Snickers, it was such a weird thing. So they took Draco to the pound, who's a big dog, right? And they took the little dog, and they're like, took him because he was hurt, and because he got loose a while ago and rolled, and he hurt his ankle digging in the yard, digging up cicadas. Anyway, beyond the point. They're like, okay, well, we know the person who has him, and we'll call them tomorrow. And then the next day comes, and they're like, well, we don't actually have their phone number. We have to wait till we see them. I'm like, okay. And then they're like, all day. And then finally I get some weird call about how it was this whole big thing. And the guy who was trying to get the dog off this guy said he knew the guy was a crackhead. And he was like, finally was like, how much is it going to take to get the dog? And the guy was like $50. And then the other dude talked him down to 30. And I'm like, my dog was kidnapped by crackheads, y'all. Oh my goodness. All I could think of is like, when Dave Chappelle pretends to be the crackhead, that's who had Snickers. Ridiculous. I'm telling you, that dog is the most dramatic being in my life. I don't understand how one animal can get hit by a car 3 times and still not figure out the cars are scary. All right, so let's get into a collective 3D, 4D, 5D. And then we're going to do a 3D, 4D, 5D, all signs. Good morning. You're up early or late. I don't know. You'll be on the other side of the world. I hope whatever energy you send to me is returned to you threefold. Winds of activation. Good morning, Miss Magic Shrooms. How are you doing today? I was just talking about how Snickers was kidnapped by the Dave Chappelle crackhead. At least that's what I envision in my mind from the story I got about this person. Sitting here, I'm like, dude, they're like, his leg is broken. I'm like, it's not broken. It's got a fracture. We already know about it. Like, dude, we have his medicine here. You can't afford his medicine. What are you doing? That is crazy. Same before. We're going to do a 3D, 4D, 5D for the collective, and then I'm going to do one for each sign. So I'm going to be sitting here for a minute. I don't know. I'm really new moon tonight too. New moon tonight, so I am going to be setting something up in the Coven the Silver Cord. I'll put the links up once I'm done doing the live, because I do all that on my phone. Only do so much on this Chromebook. My phone won't let me go live still. Makes no sense. That's the rules. What, I can go live on my Chromebook, but I can't go live on my phone? I guess some people abuse it. There's probably a reason. There's a reason for it. That's like those ridiculous laws in every state. They're like, there had to be enough of a problem with it that someone had to make it a law on the books that you're not allowed to do these ridiculous things. Damn. All right, so this is just the collective, right? This isn't a particular sign. This is just what is usually the most dramatic storyline for the collective that's shaking us up. Good morning, Miss Cat. So this is just the most dramatic. So it might not be you, but it's someone around you that might be dealing with this, all right? And that's what's causing energy waves within your collective webs, right? That's how I see things. We have a Queen of Pentacles, and we have a Queen of Swords, right? On either end of the 5D or the 3D line here, right? Next to the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Princess of Swords and the Ace of Swords. And I'm just getting Madonna's Material Girl just popped into my head. Yeah, a Queen of Pentacles, right? Someone who really likes the sparkly, shiny things, but I feel like she has a really immature mouth and she is not really focused on what she's talking about. I feel like it's kind of maybe even hard to follow her in conversations, right? And immature doesn't necessarily mean mean. It could just mean immature. I mean, reverse princess could be someone who's mean, someone who like throw tantrums when they don't get what they want type of deal, all right? You have the universe card here. And it's just this energy of whether you're this person or you're dealing with this person, it's a chance to either break these cycles. This is how I read it with this deck anyway. Like one is infantile and they're going to repeat a repressive cycle, right? They didn't learn a lesson, they're going to repeat it again. The other one is in control of everything that's going on, right? Moving into a new cycle where they're in control. And then you've got the Queen of Swords here. Right? Masks off. Got all those transformative butterflies and things around her. It's about this higher perspective, controlling your tongue a little bit better. Not only just controlling your tongue, but I get a sense of speaking your own mind. On the 4D, these two cards this way, it's almost like a no more passion to fight, right? I know a lot of people say that with relationships too. It's like, it's as long as the person's still willing to engage with you when they know something's wrong, even though it might be arguing and things like that. When a person no longer is fighting anymore, that's when shit's getting real. That's when it's getting real. I do see an equal give and take in the financial areas, right? Like there's definitely a balance there. There's some ideas that are wanting to be taking place though here with this Ace of Pentacles. There's some new areas that want to be taking. And right over the end here, we got the 13 death and rebirth, right? And understanding that a cycle is ending. So I feel like this person that's why they're not fighting it anymore. They're like, okay, let me balance out as much of this as I can. Keep the peace as much as I can, but I understand that this is a new cycle, right? The transformative energy. What I don't want to be like this anymore. I want to be like this. All right, now on the 5D, when I was shuffling, the Page of Swords came out, right? You also got the Page of Pentacles here on the 5D. So the Page of Swords came out. So that's a similar energy to the Princess, right? Actually, it is the Princess. But it's upright. So it's someone who's not really thinking before they're speaking, definitely here. And there's a lot of immature energy. But I feel like it's wanting to be overcome. But there's this whole thing. It's like getting over the drama, getting over. Ten of Pentacles reverse, and you get the Nine of Pentacles reverse here. Nine of Pentacles reverse can be a super controlling, not king. This is a knight. This is someone who's an immature controlling. They're not very good at being manipulative and controlling. Like, it's very obvious what they're doing because they're not very good at it. And there's a getting over the drama and this being lorded over your head, right? There's definitely a Page of Pentacles on the 5D here. And I'm feeling like that energy goes along with this Page of Swords. Could be somebody younger, right? I do see that with this reversed, it's like, I feel like this could be somebody that you used to know, to an old connection here that's coming in. Now, you guys all know this doesn't necessarily need to be romantic, but there's definitely is a connection coming in that's important. And then with that sword, that 4 reversed, I feel like you do understand, yeah, the difference between this person and this person. Or they understand. 5D telling you that if it's someone that you're dealing with, don't think they're stupid. They understand too. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you don't understand what a person's doing doesn't mean anything. You don't understand what they're doing. Just because you don't understand what they're doing, or you don't agree with what they're doing because you can't see it from their perspective, doesn't mean that they don't understand it on a different level, right? You don't know. There's things you don't know, right? Got activation and home. There's winds of activation definitely coming for whoever resonates with that storyline, right? The focus on is focusing on your foundations of home. Okay? And this is also supposed to be the intuitive deck, so you're supposed to take away what you will with that, with the house being on the edge of the cliff and the mountains and all that other things, right? Alrighty. Who's ready for 3D, 45D for your signs? Alright, first we gotta shuffle up these cards. Man, it's been dramatic. It's just been dramatic. Thank y'all for showing up this morning. See, I got weird drama. All right. Set this up a little bit. Shuffle those each time. Shuffle and set these for the collective. I need to reorganize my desk. I don't know what is wrong with me. I used to be OCD until I had kids, and then I guess I got over it. Couldn't handle my stuff being moved and broken. All right, so Aries, here we go. 3D, 40, 5D for Aries. Just, Kat, if you don't mind time stamping, that would be awesome. Oh, you know what? Well, I got you right here. Here's your thingy. I got you. And I don't know who commented on one of my videos the other day, but it must be somebody I blocked because I can't see the comments anymore. All right. Aries. I'm OCD about weird things. Like with the more kids in the house, I've got like a breakfast thing set up. They have bowls with their names on them and all that stuff for it. Just try to keep it as organized as I possibly can. But nah, man. How does he keep up with that much stuff? I try to make it so the kids can be as self-sufficient as possible, too. I find that really helps out. All right, I'm sorry, Aries. Aries, 3D, 40, 5D, how it goes is the 5D is celestials, oversouls, angels, things of that nature, spirit guides, right? 4D is thoughts, minds, telepathic connections, things of that nature. 3D is the most basic 3D narrative that is playing out around you. Aries, we got the 8 of Swords here, right? 8 of Swords. Definitely kind of like a mental imprisonment here, right, with the skull on that. This is kind of, you recognize what this trap is within your own mind. I feel like you're really moving on with it, though. This is the Aries masculine, frankly, Scarlet, I don't give a damn card, right? I feel you're really learning how to balance out these energies, right? You're going to avoid 3 of Swords, right, at all costs. 3 of Swords and players. I feel like a lot of Aries over the last few years are super, super done with anybody who comes at you with that 3 of Swords, player-esque energy, right? Whether you're single and this is someone who comes at you with this energy where you know they're talking to other people, or whether you're in a relationship and you can tell people are only sniffing around to try to put you in that situation, right? Nah. That song just came to mind. I won't stand on a bridge that's burning, right? Not dealing with anybody coming with the drama. On the 4D, all right. So on the 4D, I do see that there's so much effort in facing the other way that you could be missing out on opportunities, actually, right? Got an Ace of Pentacles. There is a seed here. There's a 2 of Cups reversed. It's actually blocking out connections, right? I do see that you're trying to focus really hard on the future with the 3 of Wands here, right? You're really trying to put in all the math, right? You're trying to put in all the foresight, all the calculations, listening to your intuition, all that other things. So with the 3D actions of not allowing yourself to put into a third-party situation, outside opinions and influences still do bother you with your connections. Alrighty. On the 5D, I know 66 is big for some people, right? We got justice, right? There is justice and balance coming, whether you think it or not. It's like a pluck on the string. The waves are going crazy. They're going to start be balancing out. If you're sitting still, you're sitting still for a purpose. See, she's reaching for the runes of knowledge. You know, Rob talked about it like it's kind of like an Odin type thing, right? Where he receives the runes from the waters and things of that nature, right? You're supposed to be learning new perspectives, With this also sure being in a yoga swing, I also get learning how to be more flexible with certain things, right? I also see that you do understand that this is a rite of passage. I see that there is a defeat coming, but I get a strong sense of a lot of Aries have done this thing where they let everybody around them do exactly what they wanted to do so that they could learn exactly who they are. And if these people are sabotaging connections, you're like, I know. I've been waiting. For your oracle card, haha, patience pays off. Patience pays off for Aries, right? Reaching the surface, seeing new perspectives. Also got a sense that it's like it's going to take a little more patience, right? It's going to take a little more patience. Where am I going to put these cards? Taurus. $5D. 40. Hoping everybody's sinuses will clear up after that storm washed all the pollen out of the air and soaked up a bunch of the humidity. $3D. All right, Taurus, I see that you're building new foundations and building new teams here on the 3D. I do see that there's a lot of looking back on the past negatively still. You got a King of Pentacles here, right? This could be your energy or somebody else's energy, but it's kind of like somebody with the mask, fan of the opera is someone who is kind of a stable person when it comes to money and routines and things like that, right? Could be you, right? There's definitely a mask. There's still some skills, and I think it's skills in letting go here within this deck, because Eight of Pentacles is usually, it's a focus on perfecting skills, right? And in this card, it's a grieving card. So it's like, I feel like that's what, especially with the Six of Cups reverse, it's just like there's something in the past that's not being let go of. I do sense that there is a lot of passion still coming in, right? Definitely in the feminine area, right? With that siren-esque energy. I kind of get like a bit of a glow up happening there. He used some trendy words. On the 4D, though, I feel like your confidence is and everything is building on the 3D. On the 4D, there's something like a lack of passion, right? A lack of passion towards something. I feel like you are working on manifesting into new areas, right? I feel like you're figuring out what it is you want and how you're going to calculate manifesting that into your life. I got a King of Swords here over that King of Pentacles, right? This is someone who has a very high perspective. Definitely riding in on a white horse, right? This could be an outside energy definitely coming in that is on your mind or that you may want to come in. You also got the Universe card here. I've also said in this deck before, this is a cycle of repeating a cycle of oppression, or in your case, I feel like really taking control and moving into a new cycle, right? 21, moving on. This is a cycle that has happened at least 2 solid times before. 2 solid routines or 2 solid chunks have happened in this cycle. And this is a third opportunity to change it a bit and manifest it more into the way that you want. I do see that some of the things that might be a block for you will be worrying about money. You know, try not to, any decisions you make, try not to make it all about finances. Don't sell yourself short. There is justice coming in these areas, right? There is justice coming for whatever has you worried about money. There is a balance coming to that. I feel like a lot of this is your own toxic bully within your own mind. This is what the 5D is saying. Like this is toxic judgment within your own mind seeping in, right? Causing you dilemma. You need to learn how to protect yourself, not only from the opinions of others, but of that shadow self-opinion, right? You got to turn that inner bully into a cheerleader. Right? Just keep proving it wrong. But it's always worked out before. Right? I do see this as difficult for you because you also have the 5 of Swords here. There's been some rough battles that you are having a hard time of letting go of. All right, we got unfoldment and intuition here. Like I said, you are unfolding into a new cycle here, right? And the Lotus has, you know, the whole lettuce of the lettuce. The whole lesson of the Lotus is it has to come up through mud and muck and gunk and then come up through the waters of its own emotions and then balance itself up on the top in order for it to bloom out. Just keep following your intuition. The Lotus doesn't need to be told which way is up. It just keeps moving in that direction. Gemini. Got going on for Gemini. Mm-hmm. All right. Remember, 3D is how the 3D is presenting itself. The 4D is the truth on everybody's mind behind the 3D, and the 5D is what the spirits guys have to say about all this. definitely got a Jack of Hearts, a masculine that is very loving, romantic, right? But is a very someone who's very easily shows their emotions. It's one of those not afraid to cry masculines, right? Not afraid to show their emotions, right? I do feel like you're feeling very emboldened right now, right? Not sure what's going on. You got a King of Pentacles reversed here. Now, this King of Pentacles in this deck, even upright, is someone who's very toxic about their money, but reversed, it personifies all the toxic masculine traits of the King of Pentacles, controlling over everything, wanting ownership of everything, including you, right? That's the super narcissist. Got the Five of Cups reversed here. There's just something really weird about this connection. Something really weird about it. Even on the 3D, people can see that it's weird and it's off, right? And I do see that, like, a lot of this whole thing even existing has to do with a Ten of Pentacles, right? Maintaining Ten of Pentacles, maintaining status quo, keeping up with the Joneses, right? On the 40, I do see that there's a recognize that there has been a lot of success in money by controlling mouths and tongues. But I do see that this is a perverted connection. Whatever, there's not a perverted connection, but there is a perversion within the connection. Right? There is a perversion within the connection. I do see there will be a victory for you, or you even do understand and see that there will be a victory for you, but it's going to cost you the Ten of Pentacles. Doesn't mean forever. Just means you're going to have a hiccup. Right? On the 5D, I get a lot of sense that you are trying to recreate a past, and you are never going to move forward in life trying to recreate the past. Whether this is trying to recreate a past with a person, or you're trying to recreate your childhood, or whatever it is you're trying to recreate, you're blocking yourself because you cannot recreate the past. The whole point of the memories of the past being so precious is you cannot recreate them, right? I love it when how they explain it, this deck, right? Even when this dog is old and he passes and you get a new dog, you'll never have growing up with this dog ever happen to you again. And no dog will ever take that dog's place. All right? There is, even on the 5D, I have a feeling this Jack of Hearts is a manipulator, a very, very good toxic game player. Emperor reversed, right? There's no energy for this to go anywhere, right? Empress, if anything, it's really going to knock you out of that energy, right? This is a refusal to make a decision. Not only a refusal to make a decision, but just a straight up refusal to even listen to your intuition. You won't, like, upright, even upright in this deck, right? She's at least following the path. Like, things are cawing at her and trying to get her to go off path, but she's at least following the path. This way, you're not even listening to your intuition on this, right? Eight of Swords reversed. I choose to be bound by these ties. I choose to obsessively be bound to these ties. There's no way I could possibly break out of these ties, right? Nah. Not true. Not true. Set them bitches on fire. Follow your passions. Follow your passions and use the energy for following your passions to keep you going, right? This is a journey that is just beginning for you. Cancer. Cancer. Now remember, when we were doing these readings, right, you guys are coming here for tarot readings, so we are looking for the most dramatic version of your timeline, right? So it's not going to mean every detail of every timeline is going to resonate with people, right? Some of it won't. Some of it won't. Not every detail will. Every storyline, every person who's running a very similar storyline as to you has different variations and details to this tale. We're just going with the most basic run version of it. Make any sense to anybody out there? I'm going for it, right? And honestly, the objective in life is to not resonate with any of these dramatic timelines anymore. It's my favorite meme. It says, don't date people that you need to get tarot readings on constantly. Shouldn't say that. I'm like, well, isn't it your whole job is to do that? Yep. $66 again for you. We got the Six of Swords here, right? Something is interfering with the connection. Something is interfering with the connection, right? Got the Five of Pentacles. There's definitely a worry about money. I feel like someone feels like they're going to have to do it on their own. There's a looking back on the past and making judgments and calculations based on the past of what has happened here. Definitely there's a King of Cups, an unbalanced King of Cups energy here, right? Someone who's having a hard time keeping in control of their emotions. $40. Seeing it's probably you or someone very close to you, because this person, your emotions are rocked. I sense that there's a lot of judgments going on. If there's going to be judgments, right, and there's something going on that's rough, try to find the good. Try to find the good and try to find those who are worthy of your praise and approval. Focus your mind on those who are good for you. I get kind of like, yeah, it's a little too cheesy for this reading because this is pretty deep. But it's like, find more things to say nice things about, more people and more opportunities to say nice things, compliments, rather than looking back on the past and just nitpicking things out of that, right? It's time to look forward. I think you have an understanding of that definitely here with the Three of Wands and the Queen of Swords. It's this moving forward into an energy of manifesting your own stuff, right? Right? When I always say foresight, intuition, and planning. Queen of Swords. Being mindful, transformative, speaking your mind, but being clear and concise about it and seeing things for what they are with that higher perspective. And the Prince of Pentacles. The Prince of Pentacles is the energy of manifesting your own wealth and money and attracting abundance to you. I do see that your third eye is a little bit rocked, right? Got the Ace of Swords right here. It makes it a little hard to focus. There's definitely a toxic, masculine, controlling energy here. Whether you're emoting it or someone around you is, there's definitely a toxic, controlling energy here. There's definitely been fights that have happened, a battle of some kind. With the Five of Swords and the 5D here, I feel like the battle is actually over. But one person is refusing to let it die, because you've got the Five of Swords here, which is one person is refusing to let go. The other person is moving on, right? Reversed, just, death and rebirth here, right? Refusing to let it die. It's time to start making plans to look forward. It's not saying make moves yet, but it is definitely time to start visualizing timelines that you did not expect. and edit people out that you expected to be in it. You have to lean into all your witchy wisdom if you're here at the tower, right? And call upon the Fae to help you, right? I feel like this, with these two cards together, it's just really, you need to learn how to retune into your own power. Yes? Yes. Who are we on? Leo? Leo, 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 Leo. All right. Same PSA, right? If you don't like timelines, change them. Don't force fit. And this is the most dramatic Leo timeline on my collective web. We got a King of Hearts. This is a reverse King of Hearts. This is someone who is in control of their emotion, that they don't seem like they even have any emotions, and any emotions they do emote are negative emotions. On the 3D, there seems to be some victory, that you've put up defenses to this, right? That you've really tapped into your own love fountain, right? And that there is celebrations coming. On the 3D, what is presented, right? On the 4D, within your own mind here, and within your own mind's collective, and within your own telepathic connections here, we have the Queen of Wands. That is the divine feminine Leo card, right? Just glowing up, right? Really impassioned and bold and feminine energy here. We got the Prince of Swords. I like him in this one. Chariot, working on making some moves, working on developing a silver tongue here, right? I do see that there's been truces made, right? Like you've made, I feel like with the Prince of Swords there and that passion card, that you've made some truces and some boundaries and things like that. Things of that nature to try to make some peace, probably with that King of Hearts down here. I do feel like there's a lot of oppression. Now with the King of Swords here, and I'm just putting this in because I can see the cards on the 5D as well. You got a King of Swords here at the end, and I with this knight on, this is on the white horse coming in. Feels like intuition and divine timing and everything is bringing this person in for you, right? They've come to save the day, right? Da, 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 da. They're going to take all that oppression away. What does the 5D have to say? You're playing a very, very intricate game, right? Either you are playing in the Emperor's role, where you are the one in control of all the chess pieces right now, and you are the one calculating and reading your opponent, or someone is doing this to you, right? Either way, there's something you don't know. There's something, a perspective that you are not seeing that you really need to take a look at, right? You need to be able to defend your energy to the 5D level, right? Something is rocking you. I don't know what's going on for you, but it is not, you are not being pulled in the directions of fate and fortune. Just read them the way I see them, guys. I get a sense you're going to explode, right? And here's the thing with the Phoenix. The Phoenix needs to be burnt down completely to ashes before it can be reborn, right? And in this card, it's like after the explosion, after the blow up, that's when the island moves into its most fertile phase. Okay? Virgo. All right, Virgo. Got two tens. Five in the middle here. You got a battle coming. Got a battle coming. You got the Ten of Pentacles here, right? Which I'm getting a foundation of wealth on the 3D here. So a lot of this is going to be about your money, right? You got the Ten of Pentacles here. This Three of Swords, I'm not getting this as a relationship here, right? With the Ten of Pentacles first, I feel like there's a third-party person coming in for your Ten of Pentacles. Someone who feels that they have claim to it, right? There is a battle coming. Oh, you might have think it already happened. It ain't happened yet. It ain't happened. There's a bigger battle coming, right? There is an energy that cannot move on from this and is burdened by it. Bad. All right, on the 40, on the telepathic connections. I do sense a little bit of worry about maintaining your flow, right? I do think you know about this. I think you see it coming with this, but right up there, you're like, I don't know. And I do feel like you even might feel bad about whatever it is that's going on, like you kind of know, or things of that nature. Be like, well, even if you didn't mess it up, it's still that third thing that's coming in, right? There is some sort of sense of feeling like you're spinning in circles with certain things. Like I said, that Five of Swords. Why does this battle keep happening? Why does it never come to a resolution at the end? Why is the battle never over? It's constant, right? 21. There is an opportunity here to break this cycle. You can either be oppressed by it once again, or you can accept control of it. Now, how do you accept control of it? You learn your opponents. You understand how the people in your court operate, right? The people within your kingdom operate. You're smart enough to actually calculate other people's moves before they make them. A good emperor knows how to run the kingdom, how to pay attention to people, how to read everything from body language to pay attention to the different connections between the people within his own court. Arthur wasn't oblivious to Guinevere and Lancelot. I don't know why that came up. Got nothing to do with your money, but still. I'm just saying, you're supposed to be paying attention to everybody. The 5D. The 5D shows a lot of imbalance right now. I mean, it doesn't seem like you're very connected. I feel like there's a lot of personal judgments on yourself that's happening right now, right? Either wanting to, you either want to run and rescue this third party person because you feel like they do deserve some of this, or you're trying to just run away from the problem like it didn't happen. You get the 5 of Cups reversed here. Right? Not even knowing where to focus on with your cups. You're not even, you focus on the past, you focus on the future, you focus on everything all at once. You're not focused on yourself. You're not focused on centering yourself. Don't get mad at me. This is what the 5D is saying. I'm on Virgo right now. This is what the 5D is saying. And you confront. You can front that you're this person all you want. The universe doesn't respond to who you're fronting as, right? Flex all you want. The universe responds to who you are, right? Queen of Wands reversed. Queen of Wands is one of the, is a toxic feminine energy. It's not feeling very passionate. And the Queen of Wands is divine feminine sexual energy being used in a toxic manner. Right? You get messages coming in. Pay attention. You got messages coming in. And these messages are going to be revolving around promises, right? Not just promises that you have made to other people, right? But promises that you have made for yourself. When this card comes out, it is a moment to stop and ask yourself, are the promises that you are making to other people breaking promises that you have made to yourself, right? The promises that you made to yourself come first. Did you promise you'd never put up with this, that, or the other thing? Did you promise that you would make sure that, your partners were of certain moral fortitude? Do you promise yourself these things? I mean, business or relationship or friendship. Do you promise your things about people around you? Messengers are coming. Don't signs and then ignore them. Okay? Libra. Libra. Libra, I got the sense that there's some wolves circling this 3D now. Wolves are circling on the 3D. There's definitely game players. Like, upright, this is the masks are coming off. This is someone with a very deeply wounded inner child that has a big, scary mask. They're putting on a lot of burden on you. A lot of burden. Could even cause you nightmares. This person could even cause you nightmares with that dream catcher in there. Right? I got a Jack of Pentacles energy here. And I feel like this whole thing is kind of a lesson for you to learn how to manifest your own wealth and maintain and protect your own money and things of that nature, right? You get the 7 of Rods here. Definitely defend this transformation that you're going through. I feel like this is really what's triggering the person that you're dealing with on the 3D here. Is you're transforming. On the 4D... On the 4D, yeah, I get a sense that your heart's not really in it, but you are maintaining this 10 of Cups to keep the peace. I feel like you keep a lot of things bottled up within inside yourself. I think you know that you do this and you're aware of it. I do feel like you are moving into a more, yeah, and more vibrancy, right? You are still moving into higher frequencies. You are still moving into higher frequencies. You are still moving and attracting those higher frequency people as well, right? 5 of Wands here. I do see that you're focusing on the 3 of Cups here, right? Well, for the 5D, they're like, yeah, focusing on your connections and celebrating as much as you can is a good thing. There is some cords, hope and renewal reversed. There is some things that I feel like you're going to have to finally let go of, cords that you're going to have to finally let go of. Focus on your skills, right? Focus on your skills. Focus on controlling your thoughts and words and controlling your home and environment and things of that nature. But definitely controlling your thoughts and your words. And as I said, with kings are calculative. Maintain controlling how what you say makes other people respond, right? Definitely a death and rebirth getting ready to happen for you. Right? There's going to be something coming towards you, towards the winter solstice. You've got a lot of time to reflect on what is going on right now. You're going to have an epiphany about unions come the winter solstice. Appreciate it, boo. I know it's Friday. Thank you, honey. I know it's a long one today. All right, that was Libra, Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. I did get a card that fell out on the 40 here, and it's just being centered in that Queen of Cups energy, which is beautiful. That is the divine feminine positive attributes of your sign right there. So your mind is very much centered on it. What's going on the 3D here? You got a lot of pentacles, I ain't gonna lie. Okay? Right? There is a focusing on what is wrong with your webs when it comes to finances, right? What connections are toxic, planting more solid connections, right? You got a 2 of Pentacles here, and this is balancing out stuff like that. And you definitely, with that sword for a tongue, it's being mindful of balancing out how you speak to others. Giving you this a double message here because you also got the 9 of Rods. And in this one, the bird literally has a gun for a mouth, okay? This is a time of team building for you, right? Grabbing the dragon by the reins. Realizing you don't have to join in on somebody else's team. You can create your own here. On the 4D, like I said, we started out with that Queen of Cups energy, right? Really in the positive attributes, feminine-wise, of your sign. There is a lot of passion going on right now. A lot of passion, I feel like, in rebirthing yourself, right? Rebirthing into this energy, right? I got a King of Wands here, ready to jump walls of fire, right? A lot of justice coming for people around you, right? When it comes to this card, I always say, no matter what decisions you make, did you make them from your heart center? When they ask you, will you be able to give a solid, heartfelt answer as to why you made these decisions so that your heart will be light as a feather, right? There definitely was a defeat, right? But it's a matter of whether you want to lay there and wallow in the defeat or get up and pick up your swords. Move on, live to fight another day. Realize that it was just a battle, not the whole war. I like that one. That's good. $5D, we got the King of Cups, right? King of Cups coming in, romantic, charming. Whereas, like, the Jack of Cups is spontaneously romantic. The King of Cups is more designs it out, right? Like I said, more in control. Kings are more in control. More in control of their emotions and everything else. You definitely have the sun coming up. There's a lot of warmth and vitality coming into your life as well. A lot of reasons to tap in and feel that energy coming in from the universe to help you plant some solid seeds, right? You got the 3 of Pentacles here too as well, right? That team still wanting to create things with you. I do got the refusal of letting go of, you're holding on to old timelines and new timelines at the same time. Which is why none of your timelines will solidify. You're holding on to 2 timelines at the same time. You got to pick a timeline here. Rainbow blessings and child. It's only after the storm that the rainbows come out, right? It's only when the storm is almost over, right? The storm isn't even over when the rainbows come out. It's just the end of the storm. It's like the breaking of the dawn. Blessings are coming. And I get a sense of try to maintain some childlike wonderment and fun in your life. Sagittarius. What's going on, Sagittarius? Sagittarius, what you got going on, boo? My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Energies can go both ways. Your timelines are your timelines. If you don't like a timeline and you're resonating with it, change it, all that good jazz. If it ain't your story, chuck it in the fucking bucket, right? If it is, take it and change it, right? You wouldn't be here if your life was perfect. So let's get to it, okay? Sag, I put these warnings out to you because you guys are very easily triggered by me. The Ace of Cups reversed. This is the 3D. This is how it is presenting on the 3D. Doesn't mean this is the truth. It just means it's presenting on the 3D. This is what it looks like to everybody around you, and could be what it looks like, obviously, as well, right? Someone's not moving from a heart center. You got two kings down here. You got the King of Swords, right? This person is very smart, very perceptive, and very in control of what they think and what they say, right? I got the Ten of Swords reversed here. There's a lot of anxiety. You got the Eight of Wands and a lot of moving on, right? There is a toxic masculine influence in your life, one that is controlling over everything, from money to everything in the surrounding. The King of Pentacles reversed is that toxic masculine controlling energy, right? It's almost to a creepy level of control. Feeling like everything is theirs to control, manipulate, and own, right? These could be two separate individuals. This could be two faces of the same individual. All right, you get it right. Things like that. Now, I had a card come out, stuck to the table, right? In this deck, this was a divine connection, but it is complete. It is complete. There is a tower coming. There's a tower coming. You got Nine of Swords, cruelty here. I feel like this toxic masculine energy has been causing a lot of cruelty, right? Three of Swords, sorrow, right? Got you thinking about other connections. That's what I'm getting from that. What got you thinking about? Got you thinking and comparing other connections. Were all these other connections so terrible now that I see what this is? Right? It's a lot of up in your head about it. I do see that either you keep secrets or you keep your mouth shut to balance your emotions and things like that. You're allowing things to come out and be revealed to you as they come out here with the Moon card, right? The Chariot card. I do feel like you are being guided, right? There is a strong, what your intuition is telling you is correct. Even if as hard it is to follow, it is leading you in the direction that you need to be going in. On the 5D, you have the reversed Emperor. The ultimate manipulator is within your energy, and this is a powerful person if this is popping up on the 5D. Right? This is a powerful person if this is popping up on the 5D, right? They're blocking you from seeing where you are going. They love that you personify this divine, feminine, nurturing energy. The Queen of Cups is one of the most ultimate loving energies that there is, right? She's the one, she's that grandma that insists on feeding everybody that comes over to her house, who loves everyone, right? Who takes care of everyone and loves to do it. This person just wants that energy out for you. They want this from you, but they want you to do it the way they want you to do it. No, do it the way I want you to do it. You're not playing my game the way I want you to. That's the energy I'm getting from this, right? There's definitely a refusal here. The 5D is saying whether you think you're doing it or not on that 40 line, or you feel like you're really following your intuition towards fate and fortune. The 5D is telling you that you're refusing to accept the death and rebirth, and you're not using clear judgment. And you're allowing toxic judgments placed on you to control you. That's what this person's done. This person's done convinced you that you have to do it their way in order to do anything. Right? There is a calling for you to get, one, creative, and two, really calling in and trusting your intuition on this. Really calling in and trusting your intuition on this. Capricorn. All right, Capricorn. I just got a sense. Now, this is the 3D. I do get a sense that you're presenting yourself as the Nine of Cups, but right, there's definitely shaky foundations here. But you keep personifying the Nine of Cups energy here, really working on balancing. There is a cruel King of Swords here. Someone who aims to wound with words. Aims to wound with words, and it does very much affect how you speak. People notice that this person speaks to you wrong. Because you're trying to maintain this. On the 40, see, because on the 40, that's what your mind is focused on. You want to maintain the 10 of Pentacles. You're worried about losing it, right? You like luxury, but you might be actually overindulging to the point where you're missing opportunities. This person, this King of Swords, though, on the 3D seems like they're saying things to be cruel. They're not, actually. They're trying to rescue you. They are. They're trying to rescue you. They love seeing you in Nine of Cups. They love seeing you in Nine of Cups. Right. On the 5D, it's telling you that a lot of your loss of passion right now is from this amount of worry, right? It's the 10 of Swords, right? What you can look at crows as an omen or, bad thing or good thing, but this is the end of a cycle, right? And you're being bound in by this thought process, and you need to just be able to look at it from a different perspective, right? You got to be able to take constructive criticism. I feel like there's been battles over constructive criticism. It's caused you to lose a little bit of your passion, right? Make you worry about losing your money. So try not to look at it as insults. These people aren't insulting you. Someone's trying to give you constructive criticism so that you can build a more solid foundation, right? So you won't have to worry about money because they love seeing you happy. Right, at Ace of Pentacles here, there are some moves that need to be planted, some seeds that need to be planted all the way down into your routines within the 3D. And I do see that you do need to also connect all the way up to Source. You're connecting all the way up to Source. You need to ground and then project up and then pull down, right? This isn't supposed to be so hard. There is supposed to be some ease to it. But I feel the big message with this is ease comes with practice, and don't get don't get upset by constructive criticism. Ground that energy so that you can leave what you feel is insulting and take what you think is positive things that you can use. Oh, who's that? Capricorn, Aquarius. Oh boy. Oh. So far, so good. Let's see what the 5Z got to say. I likes that. Got for Aquarius. What y'all getting into? Okay. Y'all got your PSAs. Aquarius is watching tarot readings. You don't need me to tell you that you can change your timelines and your energies if you want to. Aquarius, this is where I get the player card from. This is why I call the 7 of Cups the player card. I mean, look at that guy. Yeah, I got lots of options, baby. You know, smooth talker, James Dean, skeleton, no real emotions, just the player, right? So we got the player. We got a Queen of Cups. Looking away. Actually looking towards the player. They fell like this. Looking towards each other. Right? The 8 of Pentacles here. So there's a lot of focus on money and skills here. There definitely is focus on transformation, but there is a Jack of Swords here. And this is someone who's overseeing whatever is going on here, and they don't have any good intentions. It could be the same energy. Right? That could be the same energy. I think that how that resonates to y'all. All right, on the 4D, I do see that you're taking the time to see the game for what it is. I do see that you recognize that there's some interference. I do see some celebrations happening here, right? There is some celebrations happening there in the middle, in the focus, the forefront, trying to have a good time, that 3 of Cups, right? There is some disappointment, 5 of Cups, disappointment in how people have acted and responded so far, right? I feel like a lot of people, and I've kind of I forget what sign I said it for. Some of these people, when you go through this phase, right, when you realize that, to learn your opponents, you have to let them do whatever they want, right? And a lot of times when you let people do whatever they want, they could be kind of disappointing in what they go for, right? How easily manipulative things can become and how interference can get in. I feel like that you're owning up to your own truths in this, in your own mind. Excuse me. Hour and 20 minutes, I hadn't coughed yet. Aquarius. All right. The 5D says you don't have a fucking clue where you're going right now, right? There's a lot of slinking around. I said slinking around, even on the. I don't know if that's your energy or someone around you, but there is definitely a very sneaky to the 5D energy around you, right? 8 of Pentacles. It may appear on the 3D that you are working on those skills, but there are skills that you are supposed to be working on that you are not working on, right? You may think that you are making clear, just judgments. You're not, right? You may think that you are in control of your thoughts and your words and that you are almighty powerful in that area. You're not. I get a sense there that there's a skill. There's a skill that you're supposed to be working on that you're not. That I feel like if you did, you wouldn't be bothered by these interference and things like that, right? There's a call for you, Aquarius, especially to get your ritual on, right? I feel like there is this sense of you don't need to do this anymore in order to create your magic. And the universe is like, you have not been working on your skills. Okay? And if you're in the Witch's Tower, you should understand what I'm talking about when it comes to this. There's a reason that I make it a point. Going to be doing the ritual. Links will be down there in the Facebook group, the Coven the Silver Cord. There's a reason that I habitually do moon rituals. There's a reason why Christians go to church every Sunday and light candles. There's a reason why. Got a lot of growth coming. It might not seem like it, but there's a lot of growth coming. I do get a sense that there's some dead loss that's going to need to be cut away, though. Pisces. Oh, my goodness. Thank goodness, Pisces. Hi. How are you guys doing? How are you doing, Pisces? You making lists? You looking up cool recipes? Healthy things, I hope. I don't know why that song At Last just came to mind. It's probably not even the name of the song, just the first words of the song. At last, my love has come along. I wish I could still sing. I used to be able to. What happened, you say? Smoked cigarettes for 20 years. Proud to say, though, I have not touched the cigarette entirety of 2021. right, Pisces. What's going on here? Very weird message. All right. 3D. The 10 of Swords, a lot of anxiety. Feeling trapped by anxiety, right? There's definitely an energy that you need to move on from something. A battle is either coming or has been had. I get a sense that it's coming. I get a sense that you are about to find someone connected to your web that has been sabotaging it. Because for some reason, when I saw this 7 of Pentacles card, I saw this damn image of a documentary of this one type of spider where the female spends all night making a web and catching bugs and things like that, and then she brings all the bugs into like it's a tunnel spider. The male comes out and like takes down all her web so that it won't attract another male during the day type deal. Like, weird energy. Take that as it is. This is 3D. This is just most basic primal what it seems like. But whatever this is, it's like somebody is sabotaging your finances, is what I'm getting, right? A toxic energy that is probably masculine based on that is affecting your energies, right? Right? And it's affecting your money and your income flow. And now this is meaning there's clues obvious enough to that down to it, right? Yeah, a toxic Prince of Cups here. A toxic Prince of Cups. A toxic Prince of Cups is what I call a love bomber. What? They suck 99% of the time, but that 10% of the time when they are good, they are very good at being good at it. Grand dramatic displays of love. One day of booming energy and then nothing. You know what I'm saying? And a crash, right? Now that's the masculine energy here. For the feminine energy, we got the Queen of Cups, centered, balanced, nurturing, loving, really tapped into it. That's actually your divine feminine energy is the Queen of Cups card. You got this devil connection here going on. Some side of devil connection here. This could also be someone trying to tempt you out. This is a toxic connection. Be mindful, right? I got focusing on wanting this 10 of Cups, but just not seeing how to get the passion to achieve it. Right? Be like, I want the 10 of Cups. I want to remove the toxicity from the connection. I know you do. You want to fix it. You want to fix them, don't you, Pisces? You healers. I definitely see that someone is not centered. Someone is not centered, but they like to present themselves as centered. I got the reverse Hierophant here. This is someone who presents to be centered, but it really, instead of saying helpful things, they just say mean things, but they present it as like they're being so balanced or whatever. Or they purposely do things like, I'm getting this is the person that you need to get out of your web that's affecting that 9 of Cups. They present as that they're so balanced and they're so centered, but how they do it is by purposely bringing up things that they know will trigger you, right? Like I've got certain people in my life that will purposely bring up, oh, you're so enlightened, you're so balanced. Let's talk about flat earth, because we know when we say something super ignorant that it's going to trigger you because you can't handle stupidity and humanity, right? Sitting here with my thumb on the Venus tag here while I'm doing this reading. So I'm definitely getting this kind of person around. They keep bringing up things that they know is a sensitive subject for you because they want to appear that they are more balanced and enlightened than you are. Okay? They're conflict causers. I also get the sense of, with this card, with all this energy going on, crabs in a bucket. Have you ever heard that saying? Crabs in a bucket. I mean, it's redneck as hell, right? It's about how the reason that you can stack a ton of crabs in a bucket, like almost up to the edges, as soon as one gets close to even getting out of the bucket, all the other crabs pull it back into the bucket. Crabs in a bucket. You need to defend yourself from that energy. You need to defend yourself from that energy because I feel like you are on the verge of breaking through on this. And there's crabs hanging onto your leg trying to pull you back into the bucket. You need to be able to take that stick and be like, pow, get it off, right? I do say maintain your generous nature, right? Never give till it's a detriment to you, but definitely pay attention to those who give generously towards you, energy-wise, every way, shape, and form. This is the 5D, right? So make sure that anybody who's requesting a lot of energy from you does return the energy in some way, shape, or form, vice versa. Make sure that you are just as generous with yours. Though Pisces, you usually are too giving. You're habitual people pleasers. We love you for it, though, especially Aries. All right. I do see this is the Ace of Swords reversed. Your third eye is a little bit clouded right now. The 5D is trying to tell you that your third eye is a little bit blocked right now. Okay. You got rain, purification, and fruition. First, in order to, like I said, I believe I just said this to Aquarius, you got to cut back the dead loss, right? Now, this kills Rob with the garden every year, right? When I go out there and like during the spring, when things start coming in, like when funguses and parasites and things like that starts getting, we have an organic garden. So the only way to get rid of them is to go out there and cut out the infected leaves, and we throw them in the burn pile. You don't even let those fall to the bottom of the garden. Those are not nutrients. Those are infected disease leaves. I feel once you purify yourself from these infected leaves and leeches on your spiritual tree, you will have a lot more fruition. All right, y'all. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding paths with me. I love you guys very much. I'm going to be back just as soon as I can. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Always buttons and bells. Show your appreciation, comments. We always enjoy it. And yeah, I'll be back as soon as I can. I promise.